It's story time. Story time. Let's read. It's story time. Story time. I'm geeked. It's story time. Story time. You and me, it's story time. Story time. Let's achieve. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Story Time with me, Kayla. What's different? Usually when I film, it's morning time, but today I decided to do something a little different. Now, speaking of different, today we are going to read our very first chapter book together. There is an author by the name of Dytania Harris who reached out to me to send a copy of her book to me to share with all of you all. Isn't that great? Our very first chapter book together. Now, because this is a chapter book we'll be reading, this video will be in 3 parts, and you'll be able to find each video and it will be available for you. But since we're reading chapter books, how about we set up our scene a little bit different? Maybe we should start with a fort. What? Whoa! Can you see this? The chapter book we will be reading today is Princess Heroes, written by Dytania Harris and illustrated by Ashlee Utt. Here we go. You ready? Ready, set, let's begin. I gotta bring you underneath. Here, you get to follow me. Hey K-Crew, we are inside of our fort. How do you like it? I hope you made your own fort. Well, as mentioned before, the book we will be reading tonight is Princess Heroes. Ready to see what this book is about? Come on, come join me. Hey, she even signed it for us. It says, "To all princess heroes, remember to dream big. You are capable, smart, resilient, and brave. With love, Author Dytania Harris. #KCrew." Thank you so much. All right, ready? Here we go. Chapter 1. One magical day, Alicia and her friends Selena and Chloe were playing outside as they always did. "Triple P Unite," they cried. Triple P was the name they called themselves whenever they pretended to be superheroes. "Wait, do you hear that?" cried Selena. Selena heard that someone was in trouble, and the girls got to work right away, using their pretend magical powers to zap, freeze, and fly through the air to save the person. "Girls, lemonade!" Alicia's mom called. Alicia, Selena, and Chloe came running. After the adventure they just had, the girls were really tired and thirsty. "Thanks, Mom," said Alicia. "Thank you, Mrs. Harris," said the other two. The girls were always polite. They felt superheroes should always be friendly and polite. "Okay, girls, after you finish up, your mothers are expecting you at home, so you can get ready for dinner." "Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Harris," said the girls. "Thanks again." At dinner, Alicia couldn't stop telling her mom and dad about all the adventures she had, or the list of bad guys and girls that were zapped, frozen, and defeated. Alicia's mom and dad loved hearing their daughter speak with such passion about something she enjoyed so much. Before bed, Alicia asked her mom if she could read her a bedtime story, and her mom happily agreed. Once at the bookshelf, Mrs. Harris closed her eyes and chose a book off of Alicia's bookshelf. She sat down next to her daughter and began to read the story of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. She told Alicia that it was one of her favorite childhood stories. Mrs. Harris also explained to Alicia that ever since she was a little girl, she always wanted to be a princess. Alicia smiled and asked, "Like, I've always wanted to be a superhero?" Mrs. Harris chuckled and tapped Alicia on the nose. "Yes, dear, I want to be a princess just as much as you want to be a superhero. Alicia thanked her mom for reading her such a good bedtime story. She then looked at her mom and said, "Mom, you are a princess." Mrs. Harris smiled, got off the bed, and pulled a necklace from her pocket. She put it around Alicia's neck and gently placed a kiss on her daughter's forehead. Alicia thought the necklace was beautiful and wondered what she did to deserve such a gift. Mrs. Harris must have read Alicia's mind and simply said, "You are Mommy's and Daddy's princess, and we love you very much. I have wanted to give you this for some time now. When you wear it, always remember that dreams come true if you believe in yourself and never give up." Alicia thought about what her mom said about her being a princess and all. She had never thought about being a princess, only a superhero. The thought of being a princess didn't sound bad. Maybe she could be a super princess hero, or a superhero princess, or even a princess hero super. Either way, at this point, Alicia knew that she was Mommy's and Daddy's princess, and she was still a superhero. All right. And that's the end of chapter 1. Click on to the next video so you can see chapter 2.